Mid-size pickup trucks got a pretty big revival within the last couple of years with the introduction of redesigned trucks from GM and Toyota. However, mid-size pickup trucks aren't as popular as they used to be, but they do make a worthy alternative if you don't want something as colossal as a full-size truck. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2016 GMC Canyon. Now, if you didn't know, the GMC Canyon is very heavily related to the Chevrolet Colorado. They're essentially mechanical twins, and the biggest difference between the two is probably the front end, where the Canyon wears a baby-like Sierra face, and then the Chevrolet Colorado has its own unique look. But the Canyon also has a more luxuriously equipped interior, and it looks more elegant in its styling. Now, also on the Canyon, you do have these pretty good looking LED daytime running lights. And then you have a big prominent front grille, what you would expect out of an American truck. And then also new for the 2016 model year is that there is the availability of a 2.8 liter turbo diesel Duramax engine, which is also available on the Chevrolet Colorado. Now, our Canyon we have here is an SLT model crew cab with 4-wheel drive. Here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Overall, it's a pretty high quality looking key fob. You do have your lock, unlock, your remote engine start, and then your panic button down here. Now, this color is known as the bronze alloy metallic exterior color. We also do have chrome door handles. And then you also do have a beige leather interior. Now, if you want to see the major differences between the GMC Canyon and the Chevrolet Colorado, be sure to check out my review on the 2016 Colorado as well. Now, you do have a power driver's seat too, and manual recline. Now, stepping inside of the Canyon here, the step-in height isn't as high as it is in full-size trucks. And then you're greeted with a pretty luxurious looking interior. This is certainly one of the best looking interiors in the mid-size truck segment. And it does feel a lot more luxurious than the Chevrolet Colorado. It has the same basic overall design, but this one is just flared up a little bit with nice premium stitching and such. And nice wood trim too. And what you're hearing there is the very familiar 3.6 liter V6. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, you have a 6-speed automatic. You also do have manual shiftability too when you put the vehicle into reverse. Brings up your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors, and you also do have a little blind spot mirror too. And the mirror is wrapped in chrome. (18-inch) alloy wheels. Halogen projector beam headlights with LED daytime running lights, and you also do have your halogen fog lights too. Now, the Canyon can come in 2 cab variants, an extended cab and the crew cab model like how we have here. Now, one feature I'm not really a big fan of for the Canyon is this front air dam, as it can limit the Canyon's off-road potential. It just hangs really low, and you also find this on the Colorado too, unfortunately. Now powering the Canyon is an optional 3.6 liter V6 that produces 305 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 269 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. Now you can also get this powertrain, of course, in the Chevrolet Colorado too. Your base powertrain on the Canyon is going to be a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, which I recommend avoiding, or you can go for that new diesel engine. Now this powertrain also does have variable valve timing as well as direct injection too. And it does provide decent amounts of power. You're looking at EPA estimates of 17 in the city and 24 on the highway. Now, those are okay fuel economy numbers. However, some full-size trucks get just as good fuel efficiency, just as the Canyon does. But overall, this V6 powertrain is certainly the one you will want to get on the Canyon here. Now, as far as competitors go for the Canyon, there's only really two main competitors. Since its mechanical twin is the Chevrolet Colorado, I don't really call that a real competitor. But competitors do include the Toyota Tacoma as well as the Nissan Frontier. Like I said, EPA estimates are 17 in the city and 24 on the highway. Total vehicle price is $40,160. Now also, when the Canyon is properly equipped, it can tow up to 7,000 pounds with this V6 engine. Power windows, power mirrors, power door locks, interior chrome door handles. Let's go ahead and rev it up. Now the interior of the GMC Canyon here is really nice, and this is probably the nicest you can get in a mid-size pickup truck. Build quality and materials inside of the Canyon are pretty good. Hard touch upper door panel, however, I'm kind of disappointed in that, and this is a $40,000 truck. And then soft touch mid door panel at least, and then the armrest too, and then you have nice stitching up here on the dashboard. The graining of the plastic is nice, but it's hard to the touch. Up here it's a nice softly padded material. Then you have this nice stitching that runs throughout the cabin. Really nice here. This is certainly a pretty opulent cabin, especially for a mid-size pickup. Build quality is also excellent. Not too many panel gaps inside of here. The interior trim and pieces do fit well together. Overall, pretty impressed with the GMC Canyon's interior. Now coming to the steering wheel design, love the steering wheel design here. It's pretty stylish. And then you also do have your forward collision alert, your cruise control. You also do have your controls for your little information center right there, and then your voice recognition, Bluetooth phone controls, and your steering wheel mounted audio controls are located behind of the steering wheel. And then it also does manually tilt and telescope. And there's a decent range of adjustment. Coming up here, we also do have your OnStar with your auto dimming rearview mirror, map lights, sunglass container. And then down here, we also do have a little storage cubby, a USB port, and an auxiliary input, as you can see. And then a 12-volt power outlet right there. Dual cup holders. Love the wood trim. Gives it a nice luxurious feel inside of here. And then you also do have a little storage pocket right here. Center console lid is nice and soft touch and stitched. And then you will find another USB charging port right here and a really deep center console. The seating comfort in the Canyon is also pretty good. The seats are nice and plush, and they do support you very well. Thigh support is actually pretty good too. As far as visibility goes in the Canyon, it's decent. There's a decent amount of side glass area through the front windows. The A-pillars aren't too thick, and then seeing out of the windshield is pretty good. When you get to rearward visibility, however, the window back here is actually kind of small. It's kind of hard to see out of the rear window, but overall, given as a whole, the visibility isn't too bad in the Canyon. Now, also another change for 2016 for the Canyon as well as other GM vehicles is the redesigned interface for their infotainment system. The GMC IntelliLink system is now more responsive this time around, and the home screen has been slightly redesigned too. But coming to audio, we do have your AM, FM, XM satellite radio too, of course, and your different media options do include Bluetooth streaming audio, your auxiliary input, and then your USB port, all that good stuff, all the basic normal stuff. And then you have your presets down here. And then I love how they have this little home screen button. Goes straight back to the home screen. Then you have your phone. You can hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all your contacts, view your recent calls, have an integrated dial pad, view your voicemail too. Pretty cool there. You can have many phones paired up to the system as well. You also have your exterior temperature readout on the upper left hand corner, and then your digital clock in the upper right hand corner at all times. And then you have your projection, but to use the new projection feature you have to have a connected supported device to a USB. But the new projection feature you'll find in all GM vehicles for 2016. Coming to weather, it gives you a little forecast of 5-day. You could change the location if you want. Pretty cool. You can view it in the hourly mode too. And then coming to the text, you can view your text messages if you have a Bluetooth phone paired up. You have a little inbox button right here, which is pretty neat. And I love how you could swipe like this, like a tablet, which is pretty nice. And then you have your OnStar right there, and then your traffic. You have live traffic. It gives you a list of the traffic incidents. Overall, love the new GMC IntelliLink system. It's very responsive, very user-friendly, and certainly one of the best infotainment systems in the business. Down here, this is where you'll also find your tow and haul mode button. And then you have your traction control off button, and then your cargo lights for the back. And then you have your lane departure warning right there. And then right here you have your heated seats, 3-staged for the driver and the passenger. And a little storage cubby right there. Coming to the gauges in the Canyon. Pretty nicely laid out here. Pretty stylish. Love the red needles. And then right here you have your tachometer, speedometer. And then up here you have your coolant temperature as well as your fuel gauge. And then right here you have your little information center. Basically shows you all the norm, like your transmission fluid, your digital speedometer too, trip odometer. It also shows you what gear you're into at the very bottom, lower right hand corner. Then you have your audio. You can change your audio source from here. It shows you what radio station is playing. Love the graphics and the rendering behind this little information center right here. Then you have your phone. You can make a phone call from here if you have a Bluetooth phone connected, of course. Navigation, it gives you turn-by-turn directions. Then any options you want to change, if you want to change the units from US to metric, if you want to put a speed warning on, info pages, all that good stuff. Now you also do have your 4-wheel drive select right here too. And I'll show you if a shift is in progress. And if you want to go to 4-wheel drive low, you have to shift to neutral. Now one thing I really love about the Canyon is its pretty easy maneuverability. And full-size trucks, for some people, can be pretty hard to maneuver. They're very big, brawny vehicles. And the Canyon feels just right when it comes to maneuverability. And it's actually easier to maneuver than the mid-size Toyota Tacoma pickup. Now with that being said, the ride quality is also very good in the Canyon. It's pretty whisper quiet at highway speeds, and then also it's very subdued in its ride quality. Now the steering and the handling on the vehicle is certainly not its expertise. It's not a sports car here, but it's pretty predictable and you can feel for where the vehicle is trying to go, which is the most important part. The 3.6 liter V6 in the Colorado is certainly the prime choice for the vehicle. The 2.5 liter 4-cylinder just doesn't provide enough power. It feels underwhelming and pretty anemic at times. However, this powertrain isn't as fuel efficient as I would like it to be, because some full-size trucks do get just as good fuel economy as the Canyon with this V6 engine, which is kind of disappointing. However, the V6 engine certainly provides ample amounts of power for your daily commute, and you certainly won't complain that it needs more power. Alright, let's go ahead and shut down the Canyon. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now, on the Canyon you do have the easy lift gate, and I love how the tailgate just doesn't slam right down, it's dampened. Our crew cab has the short box bed. There is a long bed available. Now, just like with every other GM truck, one feature I really do love is the little side corner step here, which makes it a lot easier getting in and out of the cargo bed. Really love this feature here. You will also find this on the Chevrolet Colorado too. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear. Still hard touch on the upper door panel, soft touch on mid door panel and the armrest. Pretty consistent when it comes to build quality and materials. We also do have rear adjustable headrests back here, which is a nice little amenity to have. Now back here you will find 2 USB charging ports with a total of 4 inside of the whole entire vehicle. You also do have 12-volt power outlet right here, and then a little storage cubby, and then a single map pocket. Back here you will also find an okay amount of legroom for a mid-size pickup, and a pretty good amount of headroom. Pretty comfortable back here. You also do have a map light as well, and then a rear center armrest with cup holders. The seats themselves back here are actually very comfortable. They do have actually a decent amount of thigh support, especially for a second row. Overall, not too shabby. Very impressed. Alright. Powered passenger seat with manual recline. Glove box compartment. So the 2016 GMC Canyon is easily the most refined and luxurious mid-size pickup you can buy. And I really love that there is the availability of a diesel engine. However, if you're looking for a mid-size pickup that's a little bit more budget-minded, then you may want to look elsewhere. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.